Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ariana and I am the Sassy Scientist, and I help women in grad school go from surviving to thriving. Today I'm going to be talking about a big grad school mistake that I see not only women in grad school make, but people in general that are getting their PhD specifically. And that is not having a growth mindset. In this video, I'm going to be explaining what the heck a growth mindset is, how it shows up in your normal daily academic life, and easy ways for you to make changes towards developing a growth mindset. Okay, so in order to know what a growth mindset is, you need to understand what a fixed mindset is. And a fixed mindset is a way of thinking in where you believe that all your talents and all your skills, they're just naturally decided for yourself when you were born. Like you have no capability and room for growing or changing the skill set that you were born with. But a growth mindset is the opposite of that. A growth mindset is a way of thinking in where you believe all your talents and all your skills are completely changeable and moldable to help you accomplish whatever goals that you set for yourself. So a fixed mindset means no change, whereas a growth mindset means nothing but change. Maybe asking yourself, okay, Ariana, what does that have to do with my daily life? Like, where do I see it and what I do as a grad student? Well, if you're a grad student, and in particular you're a STEM researcher, I'm a STEM researcher, so a lot of these examples are going to be tailored to that, and you work with cells or you work with an animal model, you're building a device, something that requires you to have multi-day experiments. And let's say at the end of a week's worth of work, you mess up on the very last day. So not only did you cost yourself time and energy, but you cost your PI money. So a fixed mindset would see this as I'm just not a good researcher. I don't have the skill set to work in a lab. Maybe I'm better at only my computational stuff, something like that. A fixed mindset would really just see yourself as limited and no room for growth. Whereas a growth mindset would be like, okay, what can I learn from that failure? What can I change when I run this experiment again next week? Because as we all know, in research, you always have to run the experiment again, even if you messed up. But after about your 10th rejection, you can either think of this as two ways. A fixed mindset would say, okay, my ideas aren't valid enough, or I'm just not a good writer. Why should I even try and do this if I keep getting rejected? It would be really easy to give up and it would be difficult to keep on going. Whereas a growth mindset would say, how can I take this feedback in a constructive way? Because remember, it's not personal. It's a very competitive space. So how can I use that feedback to improve for the first time? Maybe I need to improve the techniques I chose. Maybe I need to be more specific and include more details or background information, something like that. A growth mindset would really focus on how to take that and move forward, whereas a fixed mindset would just sort of chalk it up to, whereas a fixed mindset would not see any opportunities to create change, to learn and improve. Okay, so some easy ways to make changes and develop a growth mindset is to just be more self-aware. As you're listening to me describe both types of mindsets, which ones do you find yourself more as? And remember that we are not only one or the other. I think everybody has moments of fixed mindsets and growth mindsets, and it's very easy to switch between the two, but which one sounds more like me and how I talk to myself? So be more self-aware in how you're talking to yourself. And second, do a reality check. Am I really just not a good writer? Are my ideas really not good enough to fund? Because 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, that's not true. Whatever thoughts you're telling yourself of not being blank enough, that is most likely not true, and most likely you just trying to protect yourself from facing failure, facing rejection, facing difficult emotions. Just practice. Consistently, it takes a lot of practice to switch how you talk to yourself and how you think. So when you find yourself in whatever situation that triggers a fixed mindset, ask yourself, what can I say instead? How can I rephrase this? How can I change the story that I am telling myself? So overall, a fixed mindset is really focused on, a fixed mindset means seeing no capabilities for change in your life, whereas a growth mindset sees nothing but opportunities for improvement and growth. And it's a lot more than just positive thinking. It's more of coming from a place of self-love and self-care for yourself. It's so easy to downplay how you talk to yourself in grad school. It's so easy to just be like, I'm joking. I don't actually think I'm not smart. But if you continuously say that you are not smart enough, what do you think you're going to believe? Just remember that there's power in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions. So have a lot of intention for how you speak to yourself and what you end up doing. Alright guys, if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I would really love to connect with you, so you can follow me on Instagram on @thessassyscientist with an underscore between the and sassy scientist. Yeah, have a great day or night wherever you are.